If it's a struggle to get yourself to work out, well, you're going to start struggling even more if the workouts are actually not going to deliver the results. And for many that even get themselves to start working out, it's not going to deliver results because there's things that you are missing. Now, working out is going to be important that you commit to it and that you make this part of your daily habits within your lifestyle. Now, if you don't, you will continue to struggle and you'll get back to where you started. I know all about working out because I'm Lee Agbohlah with Ultimate Performance. In this video, I will share why most workouts fail to deliver results. I will get you to go away from doing it the wrong way, and now you're going to learn to do it the right way by these approaches that I've helped hundreds in my 12 years of coaching, and you will figure that out here in this video. Working out is something that is part of the equation we understand that brings us balance within our fitness. We got to have nutrition. We know we have to work on workouts. Those are the two biggest components, right? But when it comes to working out, it's a struggle just to get yourself to even maybe step in the gym or get yourself to walk or do any home workouts. While that is a battle in its own, the other battle comes after that. And why most workouts fail to deliver results is the first part, which is very big, is it's inefficient. When workouts are inefficient, it will eventually cause fall off. This is something that is easily identifiable. And the reason I say this is because I have seen many clients that come to me that have tried to work out in the past and they tell me what they're doing and I know why they failed. If the workout is not efficient to your lifestyle, you will struggle. What is one of the biggest excuses you probably have or have said multiple times when it comes to working out is lack of time. So we know lack of time is a big struggle for you. Why would you start doing workouts that are not going to be efficient? You have limited time because of your busy lifestyle, right? Being very busy within what you do with your work, your career, your family, just life, what it brings to you. So if you're short on time, why start something that is not going to be efficient? So workouts that do not maximize the time slot that you have to be able to dedicate to workout is going to be a problem. Work out 2 hours a day, hour. If that does not fit your time frame, then you're going to struggle. Now we can move that time down that we know we can commit to in 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 15 minutes. What is that going to do for you? That will get you to remove the biggest hurdle you may be facing is lack of time. So workouts that don't line up to efficiency within your lifestyle will only cause more headaches because now you'll just go to the typical excuse that I don't have enough time to do this, and then you will fall off. And when you fall off, maybe what you're doing working out was working for you, but you just lose the results. If it's not sustainable within that part, you will lack it. Now that's going to be a theme of what you're going to understand is sustainability is at the core of this when it comes to working out as well. So lacking efficiency is not going to give you the sustainability that you need within what you're doing within your workout. And when workouts lack sustainability within what you're doing, the progress goes away. So you have to have efficient workouts, fit workouts in the time frame that you can dedicate to. I would say it takes less than 2% of your time each week to get the results that you want to your goals. And that's working out 5 times a week and as minimal, at least 15 to 30 minutes within those workouts. And that's the time that everyone can commit to in those 168 hours you have within a week. But when you don't have efficient workouts, it leaves an excuse for you not to do it. Secondly, you have to make sure that your workouts are adaptable. Adaptability is another principle that lines up to sustainability as well, because when it's not adaptable, it's not sustainable. And what lacks adaptability is within workouts, if they cannot fit the ebbs and flow of your life, then you will struggle. We understand at different times of seasons that can cause struggle, right? If your workouts are at different parts of the time where it's more suitable for you, where it's a little bit easier and things change, probably be more of an issue. I know for myself, even for me, I have to make sure workouts are adaptable during different times of the year because things change within where I live, construction, school, things that may change even at my gym location. So it has to be adaptable. So within what I'm doing in the workouts has to fit that part. At different times of the year, you may more be busy within just work. I know for many professionals that I work with, their jobs at different times of the season gets crazy hectic. And if you're not adapting those workouts to be able to fit it in and making sure that it is aligned, it may have to also change even where you may work out. That's something that you need to understand. Or if you are someone that at different times of the year, you may travel more for work. Well, how can you fit the adaptability within the workouts within that? Vacation, right? How can you make sure that your workouts are adaptable to be able to deliver the results? For many, it is not adaptable, and that's why they're not getting results. For me, what I do with my workouts and when I teach my clients, I help them understand how to adapt those workouts. I have changed my workouts in just this part of the year very frequently, even sometimes based off how I may feel the next morning. Your body is not always going to feel the same. That's another part of it. You're not always going to be at your best, or you're going to be the strongest. You may be at your weakest. You may be more sore. You may just be more stressed out with life, and it can have a direct effect on your workouts. You may have to be dealing with some nicks and pains. You have to be able to adapt that, or you're just going to lose results. Adaptability is what you have to really understand. You got to be a chameleon. I adapt to whatever my environment needs to be able to get the results. I don't care what I have to do to get those results. I'm going to be able to adapt to that. That is important. And third, what you need to understand with your workouts, they have to allow for some progression. Now, when you first work out, if you haven't been doing anything, you'll get this thing we call newbie gains. All that means is when you're new to it, you pretty much can do anything. It doesn't even have to make sense what you're doing workout. Just because you're getting your body to exert some effort into it, you'll get results. Like, that's gonna happen very easily. Now, within working out, remember, this is a lifestyle. So we're not just talking about these newbie gains that you may get when you get back onto it. Or how can you continue to sustain it to get those results? They have to have some progression within it. So when my programs that I'm creating for not only my clients, myself, it allows progression where I'm gonna allow myself to progress with the workouts. So that has to be there. If you're just doing workouts mindlessly, there's not gonna be any progression. If you are not understanding that it's not just about, hey, I'm gonna make this workout as hard as possible. A lot of times people think just because the workout's hard, that means that's a good thing. That is part of the difficulty and effort. You want to make sure you are pushing yourself. But often for many people where they're just making themselves super sore, there's no progression. If your workouts are there where you're just like, I'm just gonna make myself as sore as possible, there's no progression. Eventually, you will hit a plateau, or either more issues are gonna come from it, where you're overly sore and it keeps getting dragged. This leads to more issues with your muscles where you're gonna have more pain and things. Now it's gonna stop you from doing that. And then when you're just continue to make your body sore, it just is no progression where you're actually doing more damage, because now it's just about what you're doing with the muscles. Remember, you're breaking your muscles down, but you need to be able to repair it. And if you're just allowing yourself to be too sore too often, your muscles are never repairing. So you're not really building the strength and the growth in your muscle that you're going to have happen. So without having a program that is going to allow progression to happen, you will eventually get to a part where results are going to feel stagnant. You're not seeing where you want to be able to progress. And what does it lead to? Frustration. When you start leading frustration, you go back to the old habits of yourself where it's easy to get yourself to just say, I'm not going to work out. So these are things you got to be able to identify to be able to get yourself to move forward. So if you are lacking all these things that we covered in this video, it could just be one of them. 2 or 3, you already see how that's going to be an issue. So you got to be able to understand, how can I bring this into within my workouts? And these are why it fails to deliver results. Inefficiency, lacking adaptability, lacking progression. You cannot move forward within this being a lifestyle if you don't identify these issues. And as easy as fix is what we just talked about just doing the reverse of it and making sure that this allows consistency, which is sustainability, to deliver results not only for short term, but for the long term. So how can you start putting these workouts together to actually remove the issues that we covered in this video. And as always, be sure to like and subscribe.